Hey y'all, I'm Erin and I am so excited to keep talking to you about deaf cultural introductions so that we'll be ready to meet our new friends soon. Today, we're going to focus on learning what it means to be hearing, hard of hearing, and deaf, and how to add this information to our deaf cultural introductions. Are you ready? Great. Go ahead and stretch out your fingers, shake out your hands, and let's get ready to sign. Feel free to sign along with me. You can also pause the video as needed, rewind, slow down, or repeat so that you can practice on your own and pick up as much as you can. Are you ready to learn more about meeting people? Let's go. In our last lesson, you started learning about deaf cultural introductions. Do you remember what the first steps of introducing yourself in sign language are? You sign hello, your name, and your age. Let's go ahead and review the first couple of steps that we learned in our last lesson by signing hello, signing your name, and signing your age. Great. Let's pause here so you can practice your introduction so far. Oh, hey Mo. Do y'all remember Mia's friend Mo? I was hoping that you would help me tell our friends about what we're discussing today. We are learning the next steps in introducing ourselves, where you identify yourself as deaf, hearing, or hard of hearing. How do you identify? Mo is hard of hearing. Why do you think that it's important to learn if Mo is deaf, hearing, or hard of hearing? If you're trying to start a conversation with someone, this information can help you decide how to communicate best. If you're ready, today we will discuss a very important detail we're adding into our introduction. Today, you're going to learn how to describe your hearing status, just like Mo did. Before you describe yourself as deaf, hearing, or hard of hearing, it's important to know what each term means. Let's start with hearing. What does it mean to be hearing? So, if you describe yourself as hearing, it means that you can hear and that you use your hearing for communication. That means that your primary way of communicating is usually speaking or listening. There are people who are hearing but non-speaking, meaning they may use sign language to communicate, but they can still hear the words that are spoken to them. They're still hearing since they use their hearing to understand. When communicating, it's helpful to know if someone is deaf, hearing, or hard of hearing because they might not be able to keep up with faster finger spelling, more complicated signs or slang, or they may be used to signing in a different style. To sign that you are hearing, use a D hand shape at your chin, palm in, and circle forward. Hearing. Can you sign it with me? Hearing. Hearing. Great job. To sign that you are hearing, you sign I, hearing, I. Let's try together. I, hearing, I. Next, we have hard of hearing, which means that you have some difficulty keeping up with speech and normal conversation. If you're hard of hearing, you may use a hearing aid, a cochlear implant, or a support aid to help you in understanding. Like our friend Mo. Mo, can you show them your cool hearing aid? It looks great. Remember, this is hard of hearing, signed H, H. Can you sign it with me? Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. Great. This is hard of hearing, not hearing impaired. Hearing impaired is a term that's not used within deaf culture, so keep this in mind. Hearing impaired uses the word impaired, which could sound like something is wrong with that person, and that makes the person less than whole. It's important to know if someone is hard of hearing or late deafened, because it's possible that they didn't grow up signing and they may need support understanding some of the more complicated signs. When someone is hard of hearing, they would sign I, hard of hearing, I. Can you sign it with me? I, hard of hearing, I. Great. For me, I am deaf. This is sometimes a surprise for people because I grew up speaking and I communicate really well with speech, but I do introduce myself as deaf to remind them that they need to help me understand their speech by either signing, writing down difficult to understand words, or speaking very clearly. Because while a hearing person can understand my speech, I can't always understand theirs. When someone is deaf, this usually refers to a hearing loss where there is very little or no working hearing. This makes communication difficult because though sometimes you might be able to hear noises, you can't figure out what they are or what they mean. Does that make sense? Deaf people who consider themselves part of deaf culture usually use ASL or the sign language in their region to communicate. To sign the word deaf, simply use your D hand shape and start at your ear, touching the top of your jaw, and then move it down to your chin. Deaf. Deaf. Can you try it? Deaf. Deaf. To add this information to your introduction, you simply sign your status. I would sign I, deaf, I. Can you sign it with me? I, deaf, I. Great job. How would you introduce yourself? As deaf, hearing, or hard of hearing? Let's pause here and practice signing what we just learned. Right now, we're going to do a little demonstration to help hearing students understand the deaf community a little bit more. Let's see what you think is going on. Are you ready? Great. Let's get started. Okay, so first I want you to pay close attention. I bet it was hard to pay close attention with the volume low and the extra noises going on. I changed the volume and added sound to show hearing differences can be across a wide spectrum. Some people might hear at full volume with the volume turned down a little, or with the volume off, or with a static sound making noises, and it makes noises unclear. With my hearing loss, I know that there's a sound happening, but I can't figure out the sound because it isn't clear. So when someone says, "What is deafness?" it's different for everyone. Wow, that was great. I hope that you learned something new today, friend. I am so impressed with everything that you learned and tried. Thank you so much for signing along with me today and helping me get ready to meet my new friend soon. How do you think that went, Mo? Awesome. If you want to review, I would love to practice with you again. Just rewind the video and rewatch while you sign along with me. Keep up the good work, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Oh, and remember to always be clever. Hey.